We're at 7Q, so similar levels. Ooh, interesting. Why? I don't know if you guys can hear the thunderstorm, but I apologize if you can. So why here?
Um, it was something I had seen in a Gojuan problem, saying that it would help to prevent a moyo.
Uh-huh. It's definitely possible, but extremely rare. So we'll see. Um, it's here
Okay,
because this cut doesn't work.
right.
Oh, they do? That's interesting. Japanese still like playing the star point pencil. That's very interesting. Um, I haven't seen it in a while, but I haven't been studying Japanese games. I've been studying with the AI, so for me, it's not common. Looks like you're playing just fine though. This is the only one I don't like so far. Technically, though, there is this for black, so it's not like there's nothing here. But then there's also this for white. So I don't know. I would study the Josekis. So normally, what I do, like, I usually don't attach here, so I'm not very knowledgeable about it. Usually, I attach on the side that I pincered, and my reasoning for that is I'm pincering the side that I want to be on because directional play, right? So if I think the bottom side is the big side, then I'm going to pincer to get to the bottom. If I thought the left side was the big side, I would play on the left side. So from that logic, what I usually do is attach and kill the stone. However, this is kind of a dated idea, so I haven't really updated this idea yet because I haven't, studied the other attachments. But this is normally what I do, so this is what I would know better. So I'm not going to tell you that your followup's wrong simply because I don't know, but I know the shape is normally here, not here.
Yeah, that
But
makes
this
sense.
stone is very far, so I honestly don't really know exactly because this Aji exists. So I can see all the Aji, I just don't know what to think about it yet. I haven't researched it. So this is up to your own understanding and research, but you need to know all of this exists, okay? If you don't know all of that exists, then that's the mistake.
Right. I was just trying to try something different.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And now you learned some new variations, I guess, so nothing wrong with it. There's an Atari right here. I feel like you're just losing the corner. You kind of want to attack this, don't you? You
Yeah,
want
I guess I
so
do.
I don't know. I'm not sure how to play with long pincers. But this feels like we're spending so many moves to get this, and black, like even here, we still have another move, right? Because if we don't, then there's this Aji,
Uh-huh.
which means that there's potentially an invasion right here. There's stuff right here. So we have so much Aji right here. So I don't know. I really think this is overconcentrated for white. Black's got a lot of territory in white's corner. And if we just compare that to, technically we can go here and then make it flat, but even Kobayashi, a lot of theory was Kobayashi is technically bad, even though it's famous, it's technically bad. Just this is very simple, but you can also just go here. I know this was a common one to counter the Kobayashi.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, my opponent couldn't make it tonight, but he will be watching the review in video, so he will appreciate anything you have to say for him.
I haven't really noticed anything. Like, this is just both players playing something I don't quite know. Like, it's just a Joseki choice. Like here or here, here. It's just Joseki choice is what it is. So I'm not exactly sure what to think about it. This Nobi might be strange. Wait, I just realized there's a cut right here. But see, there's too much to think about. There's too much to think about. I'm gonna move on. Because I don't know enough to tell you what you did wrong. It just looks good for black.
Yeah, so let's move on.
Just got to do more research. It just feels wrong. I usually don't play this Joseki. This feels like a wasted. Like I don't know why we're playing like 1, 2, 3 like right here. Just why? Why not go play Big Move? We're alive. Both players are alive, so play Big Move. I think both players can Shinigi right here. So black still got value, so it's like still valuable, but I think a big move is more valuable than that extension. Oh, what is up with the Joseki choices? Everyone's playing Josekis like that are not conventional. It's very exciting though. I guess he's trying to break your combination. I guess if we try to play like something over here, Black's worried about the influence.
Mm-hmm.
But technically we have ways to deal with that, right? I don't know. I need to study Josekis more to make sure I'm telling you guys right. I don't want to tell you wrong. That's my big thing. But it's supposed to look something. It's supposed to end up like this. The order escapes me. But it's supposed to end up like that. That's a variation anyway. Then there's also white can change direction like this. That one I know. Yeah, the order escapes me. So black's going here, so I'm assuming to break her combination. But personally, I would prefer to look at a pincer because the right side looks more interesting than the bottom side. So I don't know. What should I play, I guess? I kind of understand this one, but it's so black's not cuttable. There is Aji though, but there's a lot of questions right here. I guess it's fine, but normally,
Yeah, it seems like bad shape.
It seems like bad shape, but I can't spot it. Maybe here. This one looks like something. Yeah, there's Aji, and I just don't like it. Probably it's fine, but like, just settle on no Aji, right? I usually like stronger shape. So if anything goes wrong here in the future, it's a mistake. That's basically what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves this kick. I hate this kick with a passion, but everyone loves this kick. Again, I would choose pincer simply because if you ask me which side I want, A or B, I would want B. So I choose Josekis that go in that direction. So I can't say that the Joseki choices are bad, but they're not what I would do, because what I would do is choose the open direction. So I would double check with AI and see like if the AI says you're choosing the wrong direction to play, then that's a mistake. But if the AI says your move's fine, then I guess. But I would prefer direction to play because I feel like black's getting simple positions, but white's getting a combination up top. And white prevented the black's combination on the right. That's fine. I don't really like this for white, but I understand you were experimenting. But on the right side, I understand white right here because black had the open side. You don't want to deal with the Chinese opening or whatever, so you break it, and that's fine. But now white's making the combination, and black's not breaking it. Black's just playing a simple Joseki. So I'm wondering about the Joseki choices. Here's an invasion. Possible, but we also have a combination we could think about. And then if we do everyone's favorite Joseki,
yeah,
it seems like an okay exchange, and then we could evade. It seems like it's not bad. So it's just something to consider, right? Mostly what I'm doing is trying to make black think about other options to broaden their horizons. I'm not telling either of you that your Joseki choices are wrong. I'm just trying to open up your options to think about your options more. But it's not what I would do. It's not the Josekis I would choose. Black's already pincered. This is San Rensei basics. Now you do want to kick because you already have it pincered.
All right.
So you know handicap go, right?
What's that?
You know handicap go, Joseki, right? So when 9 stones, they go in, you kick.
Oh, yes.
Same principle.
I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same principle. You already have this. You already have the pincer, so now you can kick. So you're pincering an already pincered stone is the idea. No, absolutely not. Ajikeshi.
Okay.
Make your base.
All right.
Yeah, don't make your opponent strong, especially when your stone right here is all by itself. This is a really I hate Ajikashi moves. Uh, just imagine like your opponent does something crazy like this and just steals your base. Do you see how weak your stone's starting to look?
Yeah,
Yeah, and because you made black super strong. Now, I'm not saying this is a good strategy, but you can see like the potential for bad things to happen.
right.
So you need to leave Aji for aggressive defense. Are you okay? Is your top left corner, is the A group okay?
I guess not.
So if I take your base, what's the plan? Because technically, if you cut me off, um,
You're gonna live.
technically you cut me off.
Yeah,
I'm already out, so it's fine.
right.
So I could potentially just steal your corner in Sente. I could check this and say, hey, how do you want to handle this? What do you want to do? Do you want to take the corner? Then I can maybe slide. I don't know. Like, there's so many things, the questions that you can do to A.
Right.
So I don't think A is strong. I really want to bully A. I don't. This is not where I'd be looking. I'd be looking here. Then where would I look after A? So let's assume boom. Where would I look next? That's actually tricky. There's no obvious large framework. So look for Aji. So if you can't find a large framework, look for Aji, and I think there's Aji right here. So maybe something in here or something up here. Maybe we can combine it with Clamp or something. Try to make a Moyo. I don't know. I'd have to think for a while here. So it's not actually obvious what to do, but something in the center probably. Something with Aji and something with the center. Ah, you realized. You need to realize before playing a move, though. So we can't play a move and then realize, but hold on, like you just created a problem for yourself, and then you go, yeah, I mean, it's not a huge problem, but it's still like bad habits. You need to realize before you play somewhere else. Hane, this is the attach Hane, Joseki shapes. So we can definitely apply that here. Definitely should, because it's white space. Not quite. It's an Aji, but it doesn't quite work. We gotta read it. Hane here, Tari there. I think it's ugly for white, but I mean, we already discussed you shouldn't Shinigami, so. Yeah, I think black has first moves. I want to keep this slide open. There's a lot of Aji right here, and I just want to keep it open. Okay. Are we trying to live? Is that what this move is? Trying to make life? Nah, we don't have time for that. Unfortunately, you've already Chinuki'd, and then you attacked white. You can't say I'm just going to do all that in Gote. You need to keep your Sente here. Interesting. You have Aji up top. I hope that's okay. It's probably too much. Maybe here or here or here. My thinking is this is too easy for white because you can't just cut it off, right? That's just too good for white. Ah, passive, very passive. You need to fight. You're alive.
Yeah.
Check the cutting points. Too passive. Not interesting enough. What about punishing this move?
Yeah, I did eventually do that, I believe.
Yeah, this one's slow. This just doesn't work. That's a ladder. Yeah, if we wanted a Hane, just Hane. Just Hane. Well, Black's getting Gote too much. Black's doing things and then nothing's coming out of it. Yeah, it looks like both players are very confused on what to do on this board. Like, there's no obvious big framework, and it's like, now what do we do? So here it's I think it's just about finding Aji and then coming up with a game plan. Because if we just play normal, I mean, yeah, if both players just play normal looking moves, then it's gonna be even to Yosei, and I guess that's okay. But technically, I think what we're supposed to do is find any sort of weakness. Like here, you have some Aji right here. Black has some Aji right here. Identify all the Aji, and then try to make a game plan. Can't exactly. So for white, maybe Maybe this is good. And if he tries to if black tries to fix, then maybe you can get a Moyo. And if not, then maybe I don't know. Maybe make that exchange just go here, or maybe go here, threatening that move. That, I mean, that's potentially Sentai value. I don't know. That's actually tricky. But okay, you played normal moves. I just want to start poking things. I just want to start like I want to go here, see what black does. I want to build some points and see what black does. You know, start poking things. And for black, I want to like poke here. I want to poke here. What does white do? What does white do? No, and then start trying to find an opening. Poke the Aji and try to find an opening in their play. We can't just fix it. It's too nice. Too nice. I like the initiative here, but probably it's too. This one's too simple. Maybe attach is better. And if I connects, you have that, which gives potential Aji right here. But already that's like free value. And down here or here, here. Very interesting things to read. Some very interesting things to read. But definitely got to apply some reading here. Probably Nobi. Because the peep. Well, this is a challenging middle game. I think the problem is no one's making anything exciting happen.
Right.
It's too straightforward. I want some
boring.
excitement.
Yeah.
Go break an arm or something and see what happens. You know, throw a stone in there and attack something. Ooh, there we go. You're like, okay, I'm gonna build something, right? And the black says, no, you're not. All right, now we gotta fight. Now it's exciting again. So you cap, cool. But let's
unlike myself, I cap.
Yeah. But let's think about profit. So what do we want with the profit? So if we're double digit Q, it's fine, just attack the stone. But single digit Q, we need to think about where do I want the profit to be? I would say we definitely got some interest right here. We got some interest over here somewhere. So my instinct is to push that way to gain strength in this area. Or we can maybe push that way. But what will we gain? Like, we make it harder for black to live, but what do we gain? I don't know. So my instinct is to go here. But let's see how it goes. This is way too defensive. I really don't like this move.
Right.
Do anything else. You can push. You can push and then keep some Aji open. I guess there's no Aji, whatever. Just maybe jump, fix while building, I guess. This is way too passive though. We gotta do something more active than that one. Now black's getting to push in, but I think black is actually missing a chance to cut you here. And if black can control the center, then black can start leading the game, I think. Black's already connected, so this is passive. There's no way for white to cut. Huh? No, that's one stone. Too small. Too small. We're fighting over small stuff. I think both players are fighting over small stuff. If you can cut, that's great, but I don't think you can. Yeah. Good. Oh, what? What is happening? Just connect, and black's cut off.
Yeah, I did take them shortly after. I realized later that I could do that, but I didn't see it at the time.
Okay, so both players missed it out, right?
Idiotically, yes. Yeah, like like I didn't mean to do it, and he didn't see I had.
Wait. Then how are we netting? I'm so confused. How are we playing this net if we don't know that the Atari exists?
Because we're crazy. We don't see stuff, you know? We are blonde.
Oh, like we should be playing a ladder if we
Well,
don't
wait a
see the
second. Does
Atari.
that ladder work? I tried to read that and I thought it butted up against the black stone.
Hold on, let's just look at it. No, it does not work. But that works.
Okay.
But you can't just play a net if the net doesn't work. So like fundamentally, you need to help A. Okay, so do something that's connected to A that helps A. But nets aren't connected if they don't capture the cutting stone,
Right.
because I connect and you have to run. So how did the B stone help A?
It did not.
Right. If we're ignoring the Atari. So it just doesn't make sense that you played a net that worked, but you didn't know it worked. Like the whole thing is confusing. Okay, so you did see it, and that's good.
Yeah, I did see it.
I think black didn't see this net right here, I think is the problem. Also, even if the net doesn't exist, this looks good for white because
Yeah.
white's getting control of the center. So a little bit problematic. But I don't know, good fighting spirit at least. But yeah, we've got to see it here though. At this point, we've got to see it. Like at 7Q, I think we're just doing one move reading right now. We're not, because this is what, 1, 2, 3, like 3, 4 moves, 3 moves. Just like 2 moves and there's an Atari.
Right.
So we got to be able to see
Which
that.
I don't see. Which
Well, I don't think black sees it either though.
no, I know black didn't see it, but
But we gotta see it at 7Q. We gotta slow down. We gotta stay focused. We gotta do go problems, and I don't know. Like it's hard. We can't. We basically just gotta say like we can't miss this if we're 7Q. We can't miss an Atari at 7Q.
right.
It can't happen. But both players did it, which is ironic.
Yeah. Now, if you're going to review for another person, there's only 20 minutes left. So,
this is such a confusing game. I think make things more exciting happen.
Okay.
Like look, if it's a boring game, like if it's just a straightforward game, then like this where no one has a big framework, look for the Aji, and then go from there. I think that'll make more exciting things happen.
Right.
I think you had slightly better direction of play in the opening. White had slightly better direction of play, but then White gave a really big opening right here, but then Black didn't take advantage. So I think both players are too passive. Like, we need to be more aggressive. We need to push the aggression a little bit more for both sides.
Okay.
I think that's why the game was so stale, is because both players are not pushing the Aji. And Black's trying to, so you can clearly see Black's trying to with his attachment right here, but we gotta go a step further. Get out of your comfort zone. So I think for White as well, but I think White ignoring that weak group is a big no-no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both players are just. I think both of you are like the same style. It's just passive. I'll just make a couple points here, make a couple points here.
Yeah.
But we gotta like punish mistakes. We gotta punish Aji. Yeah,